Hey guys, how's it going? Hope y'all are doing good. It's Thursday. Um, Day's been kind of iffy. Just got a lot of studying going on. Got a lot of exams coming up. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. Um, as y'all know, we finished Job yesterday, which was sweet. Um, Been a long time coming. Been a few months. Obviously, I haven't been consistent every day, but we made it, and that's what matters. And I'm glad I could share that with y'all. But now I'm going to be going through Ecclesiastes. Um, so Job, Ecclesiastes, and Proverbs are all written by King Solomon. Pretty sure. Um, or they're all like related through this way. So Proverbs tells us that life can be great um, if we do good, and Job tells us that yes, life can be bad even if we do good. And Ecclesiastes kind of tells us that like the world is going to end no matter what. It's kind of deep. I mean, Job was kind of deep too. But life will end no matter what we do. And there, it's just like, I read it a long time ago before I kind of got more knowledge and like wisdom of the Bible and everything, before I like really dove deep. But it just kind of tells us that life without God is meaningless. Um, and I hope y'all enjoy this one. I think it's definitely a lot shorter, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's only 12 chapters. And I'll probably read Proverbs to sum it up after this, which is like 24, I think. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this new one. I love it. Like I said, I read it before, but I was not the brightest and just kind of went through it quick and didn't really think much about it. But yeah, starting at 1. And it really just starts out with everything is meaningless. It's the name of the section. It says, the words of the teacher, son of David, king of Jerusalem. Meaningless, meaningless, says the teacher. Utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. What do people gain from all their labors, at which they toil under the sun? Generations come and generations go, but the earth will remain forever. The sun rises and the sun sets, and hurries back to where it rises. The wind blows to the north, wind blows to the south and turns to the north. Round and round it goes, ever returning on its course. All streams flow into the sea, yet the sea's never full. To the place where the streams come from, they return again. All things are wearisome, more than one can say. The eye never has enough of seeing, nor the ear its fill of hearing. What has been done will be done again. Or what has been will be again, and what has been done will done again. There is nothing new under the sun. So what he's getting at here is that the world is this kind of cyclical, I don't know what you call it, a cycle. It's basically just a cycle. Things come and go. The earth will, or the sun will rise and it'll set, and it'll just repeat. And the winds blow, and they blow again, and they repeat. I really liked the part where he said all streams flow into the sea, yet it's never full, just because I feel like without God, which is like the main theme of this, like we can pour our lives into everything and like try to gain as much as possible, and we'll never be fulfilled, because without him there is no point. But I'll keep going. Is there anything of which one can say, look, this is something new? It was here already, long ago, before our time. No one remembers the former generations, and even those yet to come will not be remembered by those who follow them. Next part's called Wisdom is Meaningless. I, the teacher, was king over Israel and Jerusalem. I applied my mind to study and to explore by wisdom all that is done under the heavens. What a heavy burden God has laid on mankind. I have seen all things that are done under the sun. All of them are meaningless, a chasing after the wind. What is crooked cannot be straightened, and what is lacking cannot be counted. I said to myself, look, I have increased in wisdom more than anyone who's ever ruled over Jerusalem before me. I've experienced much of wisdom and knowledge. Then I applied myself to the understanding of wisdom, and also of madness and folly, but I learned that this too is a chasing after the wind. And this is like one of the hardest hitting verses in my opinion in just the entire Bible. For with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief. That really always hits home to me, because I mean, and it's like that in almost every situation. So like, what he's kind of saying here is like, the more you learn is just like, the more you're gonna understand, and the more you're gonna realize like how messed up this place that we live in is. Um, Say like, for example, people are talking to you behind your back, about you behind your back, people that you loved, you cared about, and I mean, really, you can apply it to anything. Someone is doing something that you don't know, and they're hiding it from you. You learn that this happens to you, and it's gonna bring you sorrow. Um, mm. And the more knowledge, the more grief. Um, when we learn about these bad things, it brings us pain, and it brings us suffering. And yeah, that's a deep chapter to start with. Just saying everything is meaningless. Um, but like, as we'll come to see and hear about what Solomon's talking about, is that he's not wrong. Without God and a purpose-driven life, shameless plug, that's a good book. Just about like life and what the meaning of it is and how to find your purpose. It's a great book. I didn't even finish it, unfortunately. I still need to go back and read it, but I highly recommend it. I don't even remember what I was talking about, but we can truly only find our real purpose through God. And it's something that, like I was literally just praying about earlier, I don't know what my purpose is, and that's okay. Because I trust God fully that he's going to guide me to the right place. And if you're not there yet, because I know it took me a while to like be able to put that trust in God, and even sometimes now, like I do struggle with it, just because we do come across these hardships in our life that, and if y'all know me, I've experienced some of them, and I'm sure we all have. Once you have to put that last bit of trust and just everything you can into him, like, you'll really start to understand. And it can be difficult, it can be painful, but it's worth it, because he loves you, he wants what's best for you. Yeah, that's great. But yeah, that's it for today. Hope y'all have a good one.